Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL is once again returned to Oakland, California.
Don't let it fly out your hands.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, sit there. Same game. That's 30. I believe it is. You want some nuggets? I'll make you some nuggets as soon as this game is over. Okay, baby?
Throwing from the outset is Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, so they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs had 10-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now Penix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. He'll look to throw.
I pressed the wrong fucking button. My bad. I see you, R1.
And the Chiefs are going to as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field.
What the fuck?
A few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down, they'll run it here. Wiggles free. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things
You gotta wait.
a little bit.
Because I'm in the middle of the game right now.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Desperados have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchdown. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll throw with Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back.
See, Luz, I ain't even going to fall for your shit today. Because right now, me and him got to play back-to-back weeks. So, you know what I mean? I'm just getting a little feel because I ain't playing all season. I ain't passing the fan. It's supposed to be an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Penix. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there,
I only expect that from you, Luz.
Offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game. Reacting and taking the right pass to the ball.
Freshman.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A play fake. Now Penix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA.
And you can get a single line for just $45 a month when you're switching.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34.
Because of Verizon, we can reach you. Visit your local NYC Verizon store today. Or download the promo cards item within 6 months for the new online maker.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here.
I'm the one who's streaming. How I'm watching his stream. What you talking about, bro? Yeah. I'm the one who's streaming. He not streaming. I'm streaming. So I'm watching my own stream. That's what you trying to tell me, Luke?
That's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
I don't know why. The stream is on me. I don't know why he's streaming.
At the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yes. You pop the string off of it? Well, you gotta use it like that now, mama.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, it should be easy for him, bro.
They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
Mama, you gotta hold it like this.
First and 10.
It's cool. Let's have fun. Have fun, too. Yeah, mama. You can have fun. Grab it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one just goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone.
Oh, go ahead, you do it then.
And I believe that's exactly what they're
They
thinking.
call me to do it then.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To the air, Penix. That'll be caught by Cup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Powering his way forward. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice games.
I know you can.
14 yards and another first.
You talk about you can do it.
There's no better feeling than running right through a tackle.
Yeah, man, you can.
Center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And looking to throw, Penix. Able to find Gray here. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he'll take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
Never rapid.
His seventh rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. All good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
Yeah, it popped because he kept on. I just told you, start going. You can't do nothing about it now. It popped. It popped it.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Okay.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The big play to start.
What you gonna wait and pop them two in? Sure.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
So why you squeezing it like that? Did that mean you try to pop it when you squeeze it like that?
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first.
Why would you? Oh.
It falls down incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Harrison will go in motion left. Penix working out of the gun here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And touchdown! Danny Gray, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
You okay?
And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try to put something together here in the second half.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and here he was hit again as he threw.
Mama, why you gotta be standing on my feet? What's going on?
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense.
Why are you standing on my feet?
That's a
You know, you want to step in me?
and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
I think she wanted to sit with me. Like,
Quickness, he's the whole package, and that
not like
package
this.
is wrapped
Yeah,
up
I
around
mean, you let me
the
move.
loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
It's taken a while.
Ace, I know you see that it say I'm on Madden, bro. Why would you even send an invite?
A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Get the ball.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise. promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Right side, and he finds Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 low.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 52 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
You better save something for the playoffs, man. It ain't like we don't play next week.
The lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
There ain't nothing this going to happen again.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Yourself for your motion, please. You're going to get off
And
there.
we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now.
I ain't think you going to come out all hard and kind of go crazy like this.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Christian Watson, 74 yards. And the Desperados are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and good by Dicker. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
What's up? Yeah.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
You hear that, Mama? He waiting for his food, not ours.
As they start things here with a 1st and 10.
He waiting for his food, not ours. What?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down.
He waiting for his food, not ours.
An outstanding pickup there for
Yeah,
the
they
Chiefs.
say he waiting for his food, not
57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a
He about
sudden
to, he about to come get you.
down in the red zone.
Yes.
Now Penix. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with
We're
all
going to
the
get that
targets
in a
trying to
couple
go
minutes.
after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and
Yeah,
his
come
pride
get
has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he comes back with one complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call
Shit
knock.
it up.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is
They're getting smaller and smaller, ain't they?
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Eat this. Y'all brothers. Brothers got a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now.
Yes.
Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Your daddy's coming, don't worry. He's coming.
He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
It's really good.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, Going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
No.
And they will take a knee here.
Yeah.
And they take a knee.
Oh, shit.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
No, I made a mistake and hit the button. I ain't turned it on. Good game, bro. See you next week. I ain't gonna hold you. We ain't playing in a while. I forgot how you played.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, they fall for just the 4th time all season as they will finish 13-4. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.